Yo, 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 what's up, chats? What's up? Hi, I missed you. Ah! I am TeraChantelle, the self love advocate, spiritual activist. I like to teach others to be madly in love with themselves and not on no narcissism tip, okay? But on some self love, on some be selfish, be very selfish. Nothing is wrong with being selfish. We have a bad stigma behind putting ourselves first. It's like we're doing wrong to other people, but no, no, no. You matter. You should be on the top of the to-do list because if you don't put you there, it's never going to get done. You never gonna get done. Hey, boo. Hey, sis. Today, I know you guys heard of the famous couple. The famous couple that is the new talk of the town this week. And we love trending topics. So I was like, oh my God, this is a great spiritual lesson. Class, we are now in session. Please get out your notepads. Please get out your pens. Please get out the pad. It's time to take notes on Big Sean and Jhené Aiko's relationship. Some may say a relationship. Some may say a situationship. Some may say they were soulmates. Some may say they were twin flames. Tara, don't be a Tara. It's so hard. It's so hard. I'm coming to shake up the table. I'm coming to stir up the pot because I have a spiritual download. But no, for real. People think that when relationships end, it was just such a waste of time. Like Big Sean wasted her time because they were together for 10 years and it was just a waste of her time. She could have been doing something else with her time. She just wasted her time. Every relationship will not end up being towards the institution of marriage. That is just not how every relationship will go. Sometimes relationships are just for the experience. It is to be used as a mirror, to be used as something that you can look inward. It can be a tool to it can be a tool to reconnect with yourself if we are using relationships the right way. But we're not using relationships the right way because we're trying to use people instead. We're trying to manipulate people instead. We're trying to get people to act a certain way and be a certain way instead of just enjoying one's company. That is what I think relationships are. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm just over analyzing how ships are supposed to go. Whether you in a situationship, a relationship, a friendship, it's all a ship. And if we get on the boat, who is going to sell it? Who is going to stir this in the right direction? Where are we going? Where is this leading towards? Okay? But if you're not the captain of your own ship, of course, you are going to get on somebody else's ship and now you're going to try to control their ship, but they already go in a certain way. You're trying to maneuver, finesse, manipulate the way the waves are going. The waves are going a certain way, but then when you try to go off the curve, go off the cliff, go off the current, you are going to end up like the Titanic. Okay? You're going to run into the iceberg. You're going to run into a hiccup because you hopped on somebody else's boat thinking you can control them. And this is what a lot of girls think. And Jhené Aiko was one of them. Like, let's really dive deep into the psyche of Jhené. She's a beautiful woman, and I think we get mesmerized off of people's looks, and we don't really look inward on people. The different voids that people try to fill in relationships. I don't think Jhené ever took time to heal all of her previous relationships when she entered into the relationship with Big Sean. She got a baby daddy by Omarion's brother. Can we dive deep in that? Then she dated the African Nigerian DJ that was her husband. And then she hopped on Big Sean. Okay? So, she just been hopping. She just been bopping. And she been going to different relationship, towards different relationship, towards different relationship. And when you just hopping on different D, you are going to get lost all in the sauce. Begging folks to marry you. Begging folks to pick you. Begging folks to be in a relationship with you because you have been running from yourself, sister. You have been running from yourself, sister. Where are you going? Why are you not comfortable with you? Why do you keep having to hop on different dick? A different hot dog. And never taking a break. Sometimes you're going to have to take a break as a woman to fast from your flesh. And if you are controlled by it, which most people are in this society, because we're in spiritual warfare, we're trying to release our pleasure, we're trying to release stress, and we're trying to get our rocks off by this sort of pleasure. And it's all in Jhené's songs, The Pussy Fairy, trust me. Pussy is the power. Pussy is the power. But it's the power when you can control your pussy. The power is when you can control your pussy. The power is when you are not weaponizing it, when you're not trying to manipulate others with it, and you are controlled by your fleshly desires. Because at the end of the day, being in all of these situationships, exchanging energy with multiple entities, it's like she's lost. It's like, what are you getting out of this interaction? What are you getting out of this exchange? Because you're still going to feel empty after it. Because if you think sex equates love, oh, you're going to be fucking. You're going to be busting it open. You're going to be out here every chance you get, because that's the only way you can feel love. That's the only way you can feel reassured. That's the only way you can feel, that's the only way you have self-esteem, is when you in the bedroom making them cheeks clap. Really? Is that where your power lies as a feminine woman? I don't think so. I don't think as a feminine woman, your energy relies on the bedroom. A lot of girls think that is their feminine essence, is their feminine powers, when somebody takes them out of their masculine. Sister girl, boo, boo, boo. Sister girl, butter butt, sugar lips. We have feminine and we have masculine all inside of both of us. Okay? You have to be able to balance both of your energies and not be controlled by one essence of you and not be controlled by the other essence of you. But it's power of being tapped in with your masculine and tapped in with your feminine. It doesn't make you weaker because you're tapped in with your feminine, and it doesn't make you stronger if you are tapped in with your masculine. You're not going to run them off if you are a well-balanced individual. And who gives a fuck? Like, that's the thing. We got to stop caring so much about what other people think, what other people say, and do what feels good for you, with you. So just observing Big Sean and Jhené Aiko relationship, I was watching their live when we were in the pandemic. I call it the pandemic because it was all planned. It was all orchestrated. It was all to corrupt our minds, to make us addicted to these devices, to keep us divided, to keep us far away from each other. So during this pandemic that we were all in, Jhené and Big Sean did a live together. Go check it out after this, okay? And this is the reference because I was just watching this live for an hour a year ago that it was posted, and they were so awkward. All they were talking about was sex. All she was talking about was just bringing up her body parts and the promiscuity, and it was just all centered around sex. And I was like, Jhené, like, I was clenching my pearls, but I don't have I don't have high expectations for these celebrities, and I definitely don't have high expectations for modern women, because a lot of modern women just want to just give it out. Okay, so if you don't have a high standard for yourself, why should I? Okay, let me relieve the stress off of me. If you don't care about your own body, if you don't care about how you're perceived to this world, if you don't care that you're a queen, I'm not going to remind you no more. Obviously, you see yourself at the bottom, then stay at the bottom. Obviously, you see yourself as a sexual object, then just give it out. Okay? It's no more of me trying to convince the girlies that they are better than this. Get up. Get off your knees and get up. Okay? But hey, I must say, I was shocked when I just rewatched this live because I did not expect her to just only talk about sex with Big Sean. So it had me thinking, this is all your relationship is about. This is all what is centered on. A lot of times, men and women's dynamic is only sexual. It's like, this is what a relationship is. And I see relationships more. I see relationships as a space where we can grow together, where we can evolve together, where we can enjoy each other's company. I see beyond just the physical. I see the emotional aspect. I see the emotional aspect. I see the spiritual aspect. I see the different levels that it obtains to be with someone and the work that you have to put in, okay, just to be with yourself and then to be involved with other people. It's a process. I don't think being with other people should be hard work, though. Okay, let's start there. I do not believe that relationships are hard work. That is one paradigm I will never fall for, because as soon as the relationship gets hard, trust me, baby, I gets going. I gets gone, because it's already inner work that I'm doing with myself. I'm already putting in that work with myself. I come into relationships, friendships as a way I can just relieve myself, let loose a little bit, kiki, laugh, enjoy life, make memories, take pictures, a reason to get cute because I'm with other people. But with myself, oh yeah, serious business. It's fun. It's fun. But with people, other people, people gonna be playing mind games, and best believe I can play with you. Let's play. Who gonna win? Let's see. So, going back off of Jhené and Big Sean's relationship. Everybody's saying that Big Sean wasted Jhené's time. She wasted 10 years being with him, 10 years. Every relationship will not last forever. Do y'all know that forever is not real? Forever is not real. I know this is going to be a tough pill to swallow. Forever is not real. It's an illusion, baby. Everything will end. Relationships will end. This world will end. This life will end. Everything. I know it's such a hard truth, and we run away from the inevitable, so we distract ourselves in all of the things that keeps us pulling away from that truth, pulling away from the truth to go within ourselves, so we can be comfortable of letting people go, so we can be comfortable of letting life play its course. And that is what a lot of people don't want to do. And I think Jhené was one of the people that didn't want to let Big Sean go. And he probably didn't want to let her go. So when you keep trying to play this tug of war with people, and you're forcing the relationship at this point, you're going to force yourself into a whole situationship. And that is just becoming a baby mama and a baby daddy. That's all it's going to become. Because you won't let each other go. And the whole reason why you guys are in a relationship in the first place is because you can't keep your hands to yourself. You just think the only way you can connect with the opposite sex is if you... That's all y'all be doing. Clapping. Just clapping them cheeks. That's all y'all be doing. Do y'all talk to each other? Do like men and women actually talk to each other anymore? Or all y'all do is... that's how y'all connect? Is that the only way y'all can connect? No wonder why everyone is so lustful. Everyone is running around just chasing after a nut, acting like a squirrel. Because we're not evolving. We're not using our consciousness. We're not using our minds to be able to articulate ourselves beyond the physical. Trust me, we are in spiritual warfare. Sex is so real. You can't just be doing it with everybody, okay? This is why STDs are here. Because they don't want it just to be a free-for-all. If you think that sex wasn't dangerous, why can't you possibly get a STD? Because y'all just some freaky frogs laying it on anybody. I'm selective about my claps, so please, because it's more to life than making it clap. It is more to life than making it clap. If you want to form real connections and real bond with people, take that out the equation. Like, take it out. Take it out so you can see it clearly. You can see them clearly. You don't have to be toxic. You don't have to be jealous. You don't have to be fussing. You don't have to be fighting. You can see each other clearly. And I don't think Jhené and Big Sean ever seen each other clearly because it was all built on sexual tension. It was built on passion. It was built off of lust. So when you are in that spiritual dimension with somebody, and of course, Jhené probably doing rich craft on them. She be doing music. She be humming. She probably put a spell on them. Okay, because this is sexual. So your words are powerful, and if you are speaking all of these things onto the genitals, you are creating a prophecy. She even got his face tatted. She got Big Sean's face tatted on her. She is Krishan Jr. She was Krishan before Krishan even came to fruition. Okay? She is Krishan point one, and Krishan is times two. Okay? They are both Pisces, and we gonna go spiritual with it. You know, I love the zodiac signs, but the Pisces, y'all lover girls for real. Y'all love. And that's all you want is that love. And she would do, and Jhené was doing anything for that love. She got that boy's face tatted on her arm. She eventually got that covered up because she knew that was cuckoo. He still ain't put a ring on it. And I know people will be like, he ain't married you. Where's your ring? Where's your ring? A ring, girl. I buy myself rings. I wish I would have wore mine today. A ring is meaningless. And if we're holding so much weight in a ring and titles, these dudes will be able to finesse you all the time because you just care about material. They can just prop up a ring in your face and you're going to do anything for it. Anything for it. It's that easy. All he got to do is buy you a bubblegum Walmart ring and you good to go. And you head over heels, you thinking this is real. A ring is meaningless. It holds no value. It's just showing the world that you are in prison. I'm just playing. It's showing the world that you got handcuffs on your finger. That's it. You showing people, yeah, I'm taken. Don't talk to me. I got a ring. You showing you got handcuffs on your finger. That's it. And you think that holds weight? That holds value? Relationships should be freed. Relationships are freedom. This is when you like really understand what self-love is. Relationships are freedom. Relationship is freedom. Relationships is self-acceptance. I'm sorry. I said relationships should be about freedom. I think love is freedom. Love is self-acceptance. Love starts within. Love starts with the self. Okay? And if we keep bopping around, hopping around, never taking time to heal, never taking time to deal, you are going to find yourself like Jhené in all these situationships. She has all these soul ties and she is soul searching. But the only way she is coming back home with herself is when her soul is enmeshed with another entity so he can show her and reveal to her the lessons that she needs to learn about herself. The lessons that she needs to learn about herself is self-love. You are going to run into the same person, just a different body every time until you learn the core lesson, which is self-love. So you are going to be bopping around, hopping around in search, in need of external love and external pleasure because you are avoiding the soul search, the inner work, the self-belief to know that you can stand on your own and you can be alone. It is okay. Don, hey, yes, we love, baby. We love, baby. And I just wanted to remind you, letting go is not a failure. I know we try to hold on tight, but everyone has an expiration date. Everything has an expiration date. Some things gotta go. Some things gotta go. Some things gotta end. But we can't force it. We can't fight it. We can't try to manipulate it. We gotta let things be and keep it P. That's a bar. Sometimes you gotta let things go and keep it P. But everything and everyone has an expiration date. And you can still love someone even if you outgrow them. Everyone will not grow at the same pace that you are growing towards. But if they are causing you growing pains, causing you pain, causing you suffering, don't do that with yourself. Don't do that with yourself, boo-boo. I know relationships can look good on the surface, but relationships will teach you different lessons about yourself that you will, if you are constantly trying to avoid yourself. I know relationships look good on the surface level, but they are all spiritual lessons for yourself to learn about you, to grow, to evolve, to get to the spiritual truth of why are you even entertaining this in the first place if it's causing you so much stress, if it's causing you so much suffering, if it's causing you to uphold this title and act a certain way. You're not even acting like yourself because you want to play your role. You want to play wifey. Jhené Aiko wanted to be wifey so bad. She asked him on live basically, when you gonna marry me? First of all, when are the girlies gonna realize that marriage don't benefit you like that? What is going to change if he puts a ring on it? Because you already giving it up. You already gave him a baby. What is gonna change? What is needed? What is needed? He already got it. They not gonna marry you because when you already giving it out, busting it out, it's no need. He's not going to put his reputation on the line. He's not going to sign paperwork because you're already risking your life. You're risking your body. You're risking your time. You're risking your energy without him even putting a signature to the paper, putting his life on the line, and you already sacrificed yourself for free. Literally. D, free labor. D said free labor. You already giving it out for free. He don't need to sign no paperwork. He got a lick. He got a dummy. And when you already did not value yourself in that degree, in that regard, you can't try to talk them into marriage. You can't try to do backflips in bed to convince him to marry you. You can't cook. You can't clean. You can't do anything to get him to marry you. That is just manipulation that a lot of girls do. They do these performance acts. They start auditioning and they start begging. They start possessing because they idolize marriage and they idolize a ring because that gives them social currency. But in these modern day times, that's some low currency. And it doesn't give you social stock. It doesn't give you social capital just because you got a ring, just because you got a husband these days. Okay? Anybody can do that. It's not really special. What is special these days is when you don't lower your standards. When you don't just see yourself as a sexual object, you're not just wrapped up into lust. Okay, that is what this world is shifting towards. We're not on a low level no more. So when you don't respect yourself, When you don't value yourself as a woman, especially, and you love men more than you love yourself, you will play yourself every time. That's not a good look, sweetheart. We not being in relationships that has us degrading ourselves, disrespecting ourselves, embarrassing ourselves. It's not a good look, ladies, loving anybody more than you should love yourself. And that might be harsh. That might sting a little bit. People might say what it is. But you should always love yourself more than anybody. Because nobody understands you like you gonna understand you. Nobody gonna respect you like you respect you. Nobody gonna do it. Nobody owes you loyalty. Nobody owes you a ring. Nobody owes you commitment. Nobody owes you a goddamn thing. You owe it all to yourself. So give it to yourself. Reassure yourself. It starts with self-esteem. And you have to esteem yourself. You have to pour into yourself. You have to see yourself in such a high regard that you will never get low on the flow trying to convince a man to marry you. Jhené is beautiful. When I saw her on live begging that man to marry her, I wanted her to just get up off the floor and clean her knees. Because absolutely, I think we get mesmerized off of women's looks, but a lot of women, it don't matter how beautiful you are, they can still be very self-conscious of their self and don't even know their power. A lot of girls don't even know their power. They just know it sexually in the bedroom, but they don't know it beyond that. And that's why they just give it out in the bedroom, because they think that is going to convince him, when all that's going to do is just convince him to be a baby daddy. you gonna get him to be a baby daddy for you. That's it. But you still have no power after that, because he still can be in and out your life. You left with the baby. You pushing out the baby. You still doing all this work for this baby. Being a baby mama, being his baby mama is not what you think it is, sister. You did not hit a jackpot being Big Sean's baby mama. That's not the jackpot that you're hitting, because now you got two baby daddies. Now you got two baby daddies. You could have just stopped at the one baby daddy, but you still ain't learned your second lesson. You still ain't learned your lesson. You still ain't learned your lesson. So now, not only do you have one baby daddy, you got two baby daddies. And when women don't learn their lesson, they just gonna keep collecting baby daddies. That's it. They gonna keep collecting baby daddies and leave every relationship with a souvenir as a baby. That's all they gonna do, is collect different baby daddies, and every relationship is gonna have a souvenir of a baby, because they think a baby is gonna keep a man. They think a baby is going to convince a man to marry them. They think a baby is going to change the relationship. They just using reasons to have a baby as a trap. They want to trap a man with the baby. Jhené thought she was going to trap Big Sean with a baby, and now she just left with a baby. See, and Don said, I stopped at one. Yeah, sometimes you got to just learn the lesson. Like, learn the lesson right then and there, because you're going to keep running into a different person every time. Every time you're going to run into a different person. So the lessons of the day is self-love. It's self-respect. It is self-honor. Look at these celebs' relationships. Nothing that you idolize, nothing that you look up to, nothing that you need, because they are going through hardships. A lot of celebrities are fighting internal battles, and they use relationships as a distraction. They use sex as a manipulation tactic, and they are just exploiting themselves just for a quick buck, just for external validation. So at the end of the day, every relationship will hold purpose in our lives. They are our biggest mirrors, because a lot of times we refuse to do the real relationship, and that is with ourselves. We refuse to go inward. We refuse to look at ourselves and collect the knowledge, the details that we need so we can maneuver in this life accordingly. Because every time that you just try to run from you and run away from you, you're going to run into a demon. Every time. Every time. Because you just bopping around, hopping around. And you just hopping on the D. And you're going to hop into a bed with a demon. Nothing lasts forever. And I know that's like a huge propaganda that most people fall for. Don't do it, sweetheart. Don't do it. Oh, my mom asked me, do I want some canes? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Oh, I love when my mama spoil me. I love when my mama spoil me. Yes. See, that's the thing. When you are spoiled by your parents, what I need you for? Fool, what I need you for? But my mom asked me for my order, so I'm about to go and tell her what I want. Because, you know, Big Mama gotta eat. But please, if y'all are in Atlanta, Georgia, and y'all want to come to a Zumba class, please hit me up. I will give you a special invite, free on me, but it's gonna be a full experience. So please DM me at TeraChantelle on Instagram and all platforms. TeraChantelle, TeraChantelle. DM me. I'm going to give you an invite for my free Zumba class. Giving away 3 tickets for free ski, okay? And I want you to join me. Follow me on Instagram. Also, read Self-Love Manual. Read Pupils Pimpin'. And stay tuned for the new series that is coming out. Man's World, thank you so much, from one Libra to another. I really appreciated that super chat so much. Thank you. Thank you. I love you so much. Thank y'all for joining me today. Happy Monday. I pray prosperity, abundance your way, and so much love. I'm about to go tell my mama what I want from Cane's. But thank you, Man is World, for that beautiful advice. Now you're going to make me do a Libra video real quick. I got to do a Libra video. Libra gang. I'll see y'all later. Peace.